only get 7. With 7 slaps in the sack, that's all you get, no going back. With 7 slaps in the sack, that's all you get up in your bag. With 7 slaps, 7 slaps in the sack, ain't no leaving, no turning back. With 7 slaps, with 7 slaps, 7 slaps up in the sack.
Yo, SugarBBCarrick here, yet again another episode of 7 Slaps in the Sack, and I'm here with none other than...
What's up? It's Smrtdeath, aka Sethany, aka Lil Death. You know what the fuck it is.
I'm hella excited to get him on 7 Slaps. We're gonna pick out his slaps. We already got him here. I got a slap too, special surprise slap at the end, so I'm gonna let him take it away.
Danny Brown, XXX. It's a classic. This is like one of the best rap albums ever, in my opinion. Listened to it a million times, shed many tears. Monopoly's a banger. Stank Pussy Smell Like Cool Ranch Doritos. And Danny Brown, that whole like the kind of like scene that was going on in the underground at the time that he was coming up was like very influential to me. I was like really into that shit. Great rapper, beautiful man, skinny jeans. You know what the fuck it is.
He got kicked out of G Unit because his jeans were too skinny? Yeah. Did you hear about that?
They were trying to get him in, but they said you couldn't be in unless you wore baggy pants, and he was like, nah. He has bars about that on here. Swollen Members, Bad Dreams. Probably a trash album that I wouldn't listen to now, but I wanted to pick something Canadian. I couldn't find Sum 41 here. And Swollen Members, when I was a kid, I listened to this shit all the time. I used to, I had a boombox, and I would play the CDs and record them onto a tape so I could walk around and listen to them on a little Walkman. And this was one of those albums that I did that to. And there's a song on here called Ventilate where they have a bar, it says, how'd you come up with the name Swollen Members? Drunk at Denny's. It's like a call and respond, and I sometimes steal that and say it in interviews as how I came up with my name, which isn't true. It's a reference to them, but no one gets it because it's pretty niche.
What is your favorite Sum 41 song?
In Too Deep, probably, but I will often cover In Too Deep at the end of my sets. With auto-tune, it's fun. Slipknot. I used to listen to this shit all the time. It's like, it's new metal, not metal, but for me it was like one of the first, like this and Metallica was like the first metal shit I got into. I used to put this on. I had a mini disc player. Oh, yeah? You remember that shit? Yeah. And I had this album on one. I put it on the black mini disc because I was like, this is evil. And I used to listen to that shit all the time. Slipknot slapped. I had my goth girlfriend in grade 6. I was showing her Slipknot and she was like, what's up, baby? I was like, what's up, girl? Hit me up. Up next, I got Neutral Milk Hotel on Avery Island. I wanted to find In the Airplane Over the Sea, but they didn't have it. This is a great album too, but In the Airplane Over the Sea is like my favorite album ever. My first tattoo was some of the art from that album. Makes me very emotional to listen to that shit. Penas Love, alternate cover, worst cover. I always say that Ja Rule is the first emo rapper. Penas Love, I mean, who's gonna come up with a better emo rap title than that? If anyone can explain to me why it's so hard to find the real version of Living It Up and not like the alternate lyrics version, I would really love to know, because I feel like you can't find the real one. I don't know why. In Search Of, NERD. I remember buying this CD. My mom didn't like me to get any parental advisory CDs when I was a kid, but my dad didn't care, and I remember I was with him at somewhere and I was like, yo, can I get this? And he was like, hell yeah. And I listened to this shit like obsessively. This is like the first good rap rock album ever. Yeah. Every song on here is fire. Provider is like, it's like hard to listen to. It's so sad. It's so good. I picked this Sage Francis album, Human the Death Dance, because I went through a period of time where I was really into like nerdy underground rap, and it made me want to like, you know, kind of like the Danny Brown shit too, but that was, you know, like where you rhyme every word. Kind of different than spitting hard bars. More like, you know, yeah, like fucking white people shit. I like that album a lot. Sage Francis, good rapper, good voice, good political views.
I have one slap, not that anybody cares, but here it is. Hanoi Rocks, Self-Destruction Blues. I actually picked this because I wore a Hanoi Rocks shirt to the interview. Here it is. But I'm a big fan of Hanoi Rocks. They came out in the 80s, like early 80s. They're from Finland. They literally like preceded all the like Guns N' Roses like hair metal, like glam punk stuff. And Axl Rose was a huge fan of this band, and actually when Guns N' Roses became hella big, he bought their like catalog. He like reissued all their albums out on the Guns N' Roses like record label, Uzi Suicide. It's all that like drug use, like sex, drugs, rock and roll type shit. So it's all the shit I like. But yeah, shout out to Smrtdeath, shout out to Carrick, shout out to B.
Thank you for having me. Shout out to the 7 motherfucking slaps. Y'all know about the 7 spiders of hip hop? It's a Locutus thing that he says. You know the rapper Locutus?
Never heard of it.
Good rapper. He's a good rapper. I love him. Yeah, he doesn't make music anymore, but he's fire.
Fuck. Here I am.
You know what the fuck it is? It's your boy Smrtdeath. I love you.
All right, gang.